When we evaluate Patrick Mahomes, we've already put him in the all-time-ish class, 5, 6, 7, 8, Elway, Marino, Brady, Manning. But when we evaluate him, he entered the league with such a bang. Remember his first year starting, 50 touchdown passes? First year, rookie year, really starting. Only Brady and Peyton Manning had done that. There was the left-handed throw, the sidearm throws, the 60-yard launches with ease, the Houdini escapes under pressure, and he won a ton. So that's what we initially saw. That's what we believe he is. I've said this, though, about Mahomes and Michael Jordan. The great thing about Michael Jordan, much of Michael Jordan's game was highly predictable. Mid-range, scored 4 of his 32 points. About 3 to 4 times a game, he'd do something truly elite that only MJ could do. And that has always been the secret sauce with Mahomes. He doesn't miss the easy stuff. He hits all his layups. And believe me, that's like 13 to 15 completions a game if he goes, 24 for 32. But here's what he's become adding to that. And this is with a weak receiving core, the weakest receiving core of his career. Saw this stat this weekend, PFF. Patrick Mahomes had 0 turnover-worthy plays in the playoffs, but he also avoids minor mistakes. He already led the NFL regular season with the lowest rate of what they call negatively graded dropbacks, 10%. During the playoffs, he's got it down to 6.3. Conversely, Brock Purdy's rate of negatively graded dropbacks, 23% in the playoffs so far, for 2 home games, by the way, would be the worst rate of all quarterbacks with 200 dropbacks in the season. So let me add to that. So Mahomes is not throwing it further or more often left-handed. He's just throwing it smarter. But to really contextualize those numbers, the gap between Mahomes and Purdy played 2 home games, was a favorite in both, and faced 2 really bad defenses. Detroit's egregiously bad and Green Bay's hit and miss bad. Mahomes against the number 4 defense at their place, Buffalo, and against the number 1 defense, Baltimore, at their place, both defenses thrive on turnovers. And he had 0 turnover-worthy plays. Not at home like Purdy. Not against bad defenses. No. On the road against elite defenses. By the way, he was also really good against Miami, but that was at home, albeit minus 27 degrees. So Mahomes now is the only great quarterback in the league where you get this remarkable upside with virtually no mistakes. It would be like having the best power hitter in baseball and he never strikes out. I know what you're saying. You're just picking on Purdy. No, I'm not. But you have to contextualize it. Ravens defense there. Buffalo's defense there. Minus 27 degrees. 0 turnover-worthy plays and only 6% out of 100 of negatively graded dropbacks. That is beyond. That's the best driver on the PGA Tour, also the best putter. It was called Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods made more clutch putts when he was on that tear, and he was the best guy off the tee, and he had good irons. That's what you're looking at. So, I love Jim Harbaugh. And one of the reasons I like him, the NFL's a copycat league. And as the league is zigging, he is zagging. First of all, there's a story that he is really interested in Saquon Barkley, the running back. This is interesting. So first of all, remember that fatalism? J-Mac and I were talking about this, I swear to God, for 3 months. Everybody said, nobody pays running backs. It's outrageous. My takeaway was nobody paid guards forever, tight ends and safeties. Why is it outrageous with running backs? The truth is, though, many coaches love them. Offensive coaches, not just old school guys. Guys like Shanahan made a big deal for Christian McCaffrey. McVay loves that offense, despite all the movement. Mike McDaniel, Miami, was San Francisco's run game coordinator. Many of the top offensive guys in this league, Mike McDaniel, McVay, Shanahan, love the run game first. But what I love about Harbaugh more than everything is that the NFL is a copycat league. And He will zig or zag when you're doing the opposite. He doesn't believe in anything other than authentically his football DNA. People forget this. At Stanford, when he had the best quarterback easily in the country, they ran the ball more than they threw. At Michigan last year, led college football with 40 rushing touchdowns. With the 49ers, over the course of those 4 years, they were the number 2 rushing team. He preaches physicality. And so one of the things he sees with Justin Herbert is that Herbert's become very much like Josh Allen in previous years. He can only win by shootout, and they depend on him too much. I saw this stat this morning. This blew me away. In Justin Herbert's career, he has the 3rd most pass attempts per game over the 4 years, but more than any current quarterback. The only quarterbacks that threw more in his 4 years, Big Ben retired and Brady retired, that Justin Herbert throws the ball more than any current NFL quarterback, yards, I'm saying attempts per game. The Chargers are so overwhelmingly tied to Herbert throwing. So what does Harbaugh want to do? Get him a star back. What does he want to do? Create physicality. The way to beat Patrick Mahomes is not to out Mahomes. It's to keep Patrick on the field. He had Andrew Luck, ran more than passed. Niners ran more than passed. So it cracks me up. The first leak with Harbaugh, he wants a running back. Khakis, glasses of milk, and physicality. 1, 2, 3, ABC. That's what he does. I asked him last week, how do you make your teams so physical so quickly wherever you go?
Guys are good at football. If the player that knows what to do, how to do it, where to align, plays the technique properly, and then you combine that with being a superior athlete, and then you really have it. So we can all control being the kind of player that knows what to do and how to do it and when to do it, and then train. Just good old fashioned hard work, training yourself to be a good athlete, a better athlete, a superior athlete.
I do think it's interesting, though. The first, I wouldn't call it a leak, the first story that comes out, NFL moving off running backs. Harbaugh, I'll take Saquon Barkley. By the way, I think Austin Eckler, a little bit of a free agent. Barkley's the better player. Both have had some injury, get banged up, but Barkley would be your choice. They don't have a lot of cap space, so they'll have to move people. So just a little sample of what Harbaugh is going to do. Hi, everybody. It's me, Uncle Colin. Subscribe here to get the latest from the herd, including exclusive behind-the-scenes videos and more, wherever you may be, however you may be watching. Thanks again for making us part of your day.